Hello and welcome back to the Zul'jin Distillery Invitational League. I am the Crushinator and I will be your caster for this evening for this matchup between Nexus Cats and ProBUs. We're going to be getting into this game shortly, but first, as the lobby is forming, let's get you over to the map screen and let you know how things are evening out today. So I pull up my notes real quick. There we go. Nexus Cats choosing to ban away Towers of Doom and Hanamura Temple today. ProBUs banning away Dragonshire and Sky Temple. And you know what that means? That means Haunted Mines is open. Oh, Haunted Mines open to be picked today. Will it be picked? I'm going to guess no. But we'll see. Battlefield of Eternity was chosen by Nexus Cats for our first game. So we will be heading there first. Lobby is just about ready. They threw me off. I almost had the timing, but I'm ready. I'm excited to see this matchup. They should be loading up in just a moment here. We've got two very long-term established teams here in Nexus Cats and ProBUs, long history over in the Nexus Gaming series. So I'm excited to see how they stack up, and we're going to get into it here. It's draft time! Yes, yes, Battlefield of Eternity for game number 1. ProBUs does have first pick opportunity. They won the coin flip. So we are going to see what their first ban is. As I quickly set something up. There we go. There we go. Gotta get all my monitors working exactly the way I need them to. Fantastic. Battlefield of Eternity, still very much a race map, still very worried about the PvE potential. Stuff like Li Ming, stuff like Raynor, stuff like Vala, but honestly in these first bans, there's still some stuff to worry about. Cassia in particular has been heavy on the bans, as well as a lot of tanks, people taking Mei off the board, people taking Garrosh off the board. We're going to start with an Alarak ban though. If there's ever a map to play Alarak, it is definitely here on Battlefield of Eternity. Moving people at will into those stun zones is very effective when fighting around the point, so not too surprised there. Though interesting to see it in the first round. There must be a prolific Alarak player over on Nexus Cats for them to want to take away first rotation. Mei is going to be banned away by the Nexus Cats. Mei very strong right now. The tank situation is definitely interesting in the current meta because there are a lot of viable tanks. You've got, Johanna and ETC, despite the nerfs, are doing fine. Garrosh is right up there. Diablo, always pickable. Mei is doing great. So it's tough to ban people out of good tanks. You just you got to think about your ban strategies. I go ahead and I bang my microphone just so you can hear that sweet twang. Hanzo going to be banned away here by ProBUs. Some very interesting bans. That leaves the Cassia ban possibly over to the Nexus Cats here, lest they give it up. And there it is. We're not going to see Cassia anywhere near this game until I hear there's a patch next week. So we may see some Cassia changes there, as she has been ruling the roost in bans, at least over here on the XGD side of things. But with Cassia off the table, that leaves some options open here for ProBUs. Are they thinking about their race? No, they're thinking about their Deckard. Desda picking up that Deckard before it is sniped away. There's still plenty of race options available. Though, if I'm Nexus Cats here, I'm thinking I pick up Li Ming. It is going to be the Orphea, though Li Ming paired with Deckard, especially here on Battlefield of Eternity, can be a lethal combo. Excuse me. Throat's been catching on me all night. Diablo and Orphea are the pickups for the Nexus Cats. Very strong team fight, especially around those middle areas where sight is a factor. Diablo can create a lot of angles in places that you don't normally expect. So it looks like the Nexus Cats not so worried about the race, more worried about the team fight. Hirobi is going to grab that Li Ming to pair with the Deckard. Very strong combination of heroes there. Chaos Tank is going to grab Mal'Ganis. Interesting first rotation Mal'Ganis here. There are still a lot of options on the board. But wanting to grab a comfort before the next ban phase. So we've got the main damage, we've got the main tank, we got the main healer picked up by ProBUs. So right now you're just kind of thinking about counter bans if you're Nexus Cats. Looks like we've got a bit of a wombo situation. They're going to ban away Ragnaros. If you're talking about delay of game, if you're talking about macro pressure in the off lane, and just sort of general strong poke with that meatball build, Ragnaros is definitely the ticket there. Taking that off the board is Nexus Cats. ProBUs, seeing the Orphea and Diablo, they've already got the Deckard on lock, so there's only so much combo potential left. I wouldn't be surprised to see an Ana ban here. It's going to be a Rhaegar ban, actually. Not wanting to see the Bloodlust charge on top of this Li Ming Deckard composition. Makes sense, that extra movement speed can cause a lot of trouble for Deckard Cain for sure. Next two picks here coming in for the Nexus Cats. I want to see something like a Greymane Uther. I want to see just a hyper-engaged comp. I don't think they're going to do it, but that's what I'm looking at right now. It's going to be a Thrall and a Lucio coming out here for Turd Herder and McGiblets. Ever since, I've been seeing a lot of Uther in these games lately, and I've been liking it. I want to see more. Uther's still an option. We could do some Uther double support shenanigans. Orphea's got enough damage to do it. Maybe. No, don't do it. Don't pick Artha now. You gonna pick Uther for me? I don't know. ProBUs is gonna grab Blaze and Vala in response. Vala, still one of the top race heroes here on Battlefield of Eternity, so with Li Ming and Vala, the race is definitely there. Arthano is going to respond to that race with an Artanis pickup. Badgerlord on that Blaze. Blaze very strong on this patch, especially in the wave clear department, and honestly, that PvE race from Blaze got a lot better with the Incinerator Gauntlets change and that Adrenaline Stim Pack on level 1. Alright, game number 1 here, Nexus Cats versus ProBUs here on Battlefield of Eternity. Let's load it up and get into it. Here we go. No stinger for you yet. You know what? I'm talking to someone, might develop my very own little 30-second stinger for this channel. I love the ones NGS has come up with. I love the Storm Division one. I was thinking about making one custom just for me because I love production value. It's my favorite. It's my absolute favorite. But we're loading in here to Battlefield of Eternity. As I go ahead and set all my buttons, I'm ready to go. Flip you over here in just a moment. We've got a very teamfight heavy comp with a splash of race coming in from the Nexus Cats. And we've got some very, very heavy race coming in from ProBUs. We'll see who comes out ahead here. Who can control those off lanes, who can put up the defenses, stop the poke. It's going to be... I feel like this game's going to be a short one. This doesn't look like a stall comp. These teams look like they want to go in. Speaking of going in, let's go in right now. Game number 1. On the left in the blue is the Nexus Cats. We have Arthano playing the Orphea. Mark Zombie will be on Diablo. McGiblets on the Lucio. Thrall is played by Turd Herder. And the Doctor is on Artanis. I feel like I may have my little screen wrong, but we'll see. On the right, on the red, is ProBUs. Desda is going to be playing Deckard. 8-Bit on the Vala. Chaos Tank playing Mal'Ganis. Hirobi on the Li Ming. And Badgerlord in the top lane on that Blaze. I feel like they switched around on me. Those are the people that chose those heroes? My overlay may be wrong. The shame, the horror. Teams coming together here in the bottom lane. We've got the Echo of Elements for Thrall. Then we try to stack up those minion kills in the top lane. Artanis with the Protector of Ire wants to get some stacks in the bottom lane. Gonna work on the wave clear here. No stacking quests for anyone else, though. We do have the Hot Pursuit on Vala. Going for an auto attack build. Trying to get some damage in onto that Artanis, Thrall, Lucio, Diablo that are all going to be pretty close to the front. Even Orphea might be in attack range for Vala, so that auto attack build could get some work done. Right now, the name of the game is just wave clear. It looks like the Nexus Cats are controlling the space pretty well. This wave coming in, will Nexus Cats move onto this bottom camp? It looks like Mark Zombie's thinking about it, at least baiting. Chaos Tank coming to check. Arthano is actually going to do some down and dirty well sniping on Orphea. Oof. Getting taken down to half health by Hirobi with that WQ combo. Meanwhile, in the top lane, looks like 8-Bit is going to circle around and try to do a little sneaky snake play with Thrall none the wiser. We'll see with the rest of ProBUs hanging out behind this wall. Probably won't notice. The Doctor could be in some trouble here. A bit of a oddly timed swap. Deckard putting those roots down. Doctor mostly going to be okay though. Blaze on up to the top. Turd Herder just got goofed on, man. That's okay. You'll be able to clear that out pretty easily. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, responding to that camp take in the top, seeing that they had the space, Nexus Cats grab the camp of their own. As we approach the 2-minute 30 mark, these teams are going to be thinking about their shaman camps as we head into these 3-minute objective. Oh, we got a nice route under towers. Mark Zombie and the Doctor getting real low here. Chaos Tank with a multi-person stun. Artanis will be first blood. Mark Zombie managing to get on out of there. Arthano putting a lot of extra damage onto Chaos Tank. But it looks like ProBUs draws first blood with no response. Turd Herder actually getting a lot of extra damage onto Badgerlord in the top. Very nicely done by our Thrall player. Both teams going to be working on their shaman camps. Getting that ready. They want that pushing during the objective, getting as much done as possible, causing the offlaners to have to go deal with it. Both teams here at level 5, and here comes the Immortals. We've got the heavy race from ProBUs. They're on top of this Immortal right away. Meanwhile, Nexus Cats thinking about a gank on a Chaos Tank. They're going to have to come in and get this defense rolling. Mark Zombie getting the big stun onto Vala. The counter stun by Blaze allows 8-Bit to get on out of there. A big root onto Mark Zombie. This could be trouble for Diablo. Diablo going down here. Turd Herder with the nice root. Coming on down. Badgerlord could be in trouble. Is trying to squeeze on out of there. Artanis killed in response. There goes Turd Herder. Blaze does end up falling, but that's 3 kills for ProBUs. Arthano and McGiblets are going to have to retreat while ProBUs finishes this race. This might be close to a full shield Immortal on level, or on the first one here. Arthano and Mark Zombie going to get a little bit of damage here. Or will they? Are they going straight across for the defense? They're thinking about it. Here comes the rest of the Nexus Cats. Are they going to try to drive right in here? Mark Zombie's in position. The double stun onto Blaze, followed up by the swap. Badgerlord's in a world of hurt there. Uses the jet propulsion, gets flipped right back into the action. Badgerlord still very healthy. Going to try to head out the other way again. But that's going to be Blaze going down. Chaos Tank trying to ward away the rest of the Nexus Cats. Manages to get the sleep. Oh, there it is. Mal'Ganis killed, but 8-Bit and Hirobi are working on this Immortal. And there it goes. A basically full shield Immortal for ProBUs at the cost of their front line. They do have level 7. The level 7 is coming online for the Nexus Cats as well. And without Mal'Ganis in the front line, this clear should be fairly free, though here comes the rest of ProBUs. With full shield, it could take a while for this Immortal to go down. Working on this front wall, Hirobi's in position. Mark Zombie flipping 8-Bit over. Vala gets swapped back, and actually there's a nice kill onto Vala, but Hirobi getting some big damage with those orbs onto the Doctor. Artanis is going to have to be careful here. Thinking about swapping Chaos Tank, Mark Zombie bringing Mal'Ganis back into the fold. The Doctor gets that shield proc, saving them from that extra Li Ming damage. The wall is gone, and the Immortal is onto this fort. This fort possibly in trouble here. Mark Zombie actually getting a very nice stun there onto a very thin wall. Diablo's trying to trap Mal'Ganis in the back. Does manage to interrupt the sleep, but only for the moment. A triple sleep coming out from Chaos Tank, using the Qs to try to get away. Oh, and the blade dash from the Doctor, putting down the Demon. Fort is going down in the background, though. That'll start the trickle XP advantage for ProBUs. Meanwhile, Badgerlord and Turd Herder trading on up here, trying to keep that XP high for their teams. Nexus Cats working on this bottom Khazra camp. Meanwhile, Vala doing the same thing. 8-Bit trying to sneak up and get this camp for ProBUs. Desda holding down the lane here versus Mark Zombie. There goes the Khazra camp, and Nexus Cats are looking to respond in kind. They've got this bottom wall down, but they possibly want this fort. Here comes the camp, here comes the wave. Chaos Tank trying to ward away the Nexus Cats. They gotta watch that incidental damage. The Doctor being focused by the fort a little bit. Now it's gonna be Mark Zombie getting that negative armor. Big root from Deckard. Diablo in a lot of trouble here with that negative armor, trying to get on out of there. Chaos Tank gets driven back in. Mark Zombie will be taken down. Level 10s have arrived here. We've got a 4v3 situation for ProBUs. The Doctor being chased away. Ooh, nice dodge and a great sound barrier from McGiblets. And the rest of the Nexus Cats are going to get away. Looking at the heroic choices for our teams. Volok with the Rain of Vengeance. We've got the Stay a While and Listen from the Deckard Cain. Wave of Force from Li Ming. The Bunker coming out from Badgerlord. And the Carrion Swarm from Mal'Ganis, all very normal as we've got a little bit of a camp invade here. The Doctor is going to go down here. APOC is popped, but it looks like ProBUs is on top of this camp. Mark Zombie trying to control the point, but here comes Turd Herder. Orphea is going to be going down here. And ProBUs getting the extra kill onto Thrall. Orphea down. That's 3 kills, a stolen camp, and the Immortals spawning right about now. Here we go. It's a pretty familiar situation. We got the extra race, and now we've actually got an extra shaman camp that Nexus Cats is going to have to deal with here. Halftime show already proc. Taking a look at the heroics for Nexus Cats. We do have the Crushing Jaws out from Orphea. Earthquake out for Thrall. We've got the big blind for Artanis. Suppression Pulse. APOC we saw. Sound Barrier we saw as well. Here comes the Doctor. Chaos Tank scouting them out. Looking for a swap onto Desda, but not finding it. A big sleep in the backline. Here's the blind. Badgerlord trying to stun the backline of Nexus Cats, but there's the sound barrier. Deckard Cain is actually going to be the first to fall. Crushing Jaws catches Chaos Tank. 8-Bit is trying to go in the back. The Doctor trying to land the swap, but will not land. Chaos Tank trying to get behind that wall. Oh, but the swap from the Doctor is just enough. Blade Dash kill onto Chaos Tank. But this situation's looking very familiar. We've got some teamfight victories for the Nexus Cats, but another full shield Immortal is going to be pushing on this already damaged base, while the rest of ProBUs is actually coming on down. Turd Herder could be in some trouble here. Badgerlord doesn't quite land the stun, but has the body block. Is that enough damage? Oh, not quite. Turd Herder does manage to get away. The split push doing some work there for ProBUs. Top fort will be going down here for sure. Mark Zombie and crew are rotating around to try to stop this split lane push. Sensing it, Hirobi and 8-Bit are going to try to get on out of there. Mark Zombie still mounted, looking for an angle here. Here comes Chaos Tank to try to ward away the demon. The big blind from Artanis just to say, hey, hey, don't you come any further. You can't see me, John Cena style. Bottom camp is up, 8-Bit is on it straight away. It looks like ProBUs will be claiming this bottom camp, breaking the cycle here, but here comes the Nexus Cats. We could have another engage. Huge stun by Badgerlord. Here comes the Apocalypse. Sound Barrier is out. McGiblet's trying to get his team on out of there. The Stay a While and Listen just a little bit too late there from Desda. And Nexus Cats are going to be able to walk away. 3 ultimates down on the side of each team. Only Wave of Force, Carrion Swarm, Earthquake, and Crushing Jaws are still available here for the Nexus Cats. Very strong teamfight options. Turd Herder, feeling it in his bones, sensing that rotation, is going to play carefully. ProBUs onto this top Khazra camp. We're going to be looking at another Immortal phase coming through shortly. Will these teams clash once again, or will they be waiting for the objective, getting that clear? We see level 14 is about to be online for ProBUs. Nexus Cats. They're looking. They want this engage. They want to do what their team is built to do, and that's find picks and get ahead on these team fights. But ProBUs isn't going to let them. Picking up the Shaman camp. is ProBUs. Still 30 seconds on the camp that was stolen by ProBUs earlier. So not going to be able to get that macro pressure. Though Thrall is going to get some micro pressure here. Going to have to void the mid lane and escape through the top to stay alive for these immortals.
Repent before my wrath.
Here we go. The race is on. We are in race positions for our two teams here. Race is stronger for ProBUs. It won't be a full shield immortal this time.
Be warned, allies.
Halftime show already here. Artanis and Orphea in the top lane trying to clear out that camp before the team fight ensues. We do have a top defensive position for the Nexus Cats. Mark Zombie does get the big stun onto Chaos Tank, who manages to get on out of there. A nice swap by the Doctor, bringing Deckard right into the fray. Gets two with the sleep, but goes down in response. Bunker out from Blaze. Chaos Tank is a little bit stuck. Mark Zombie with some great stuns there. The sound barrier is out. The Carrion Swarm is not interrupted, though. The Doctor could be in trouble. 8-bit on the chase. It's just one kill. Deckard Cain goes down. Nexus Cats is going to have the opportunity to get a little bit of objective damage in. But here comes ProBUs. They want to try to defend this spot. Make use of those stun circles. As I go ahead and get some water before I cough again. And the Giblets sliding on through. Badgerlord not quite landing the stun onto the Lucio. The Doctor's in some trouble, though. Gets caught by the sleep from Mal'Ganis. Desda is back on the field. Hirobi in a little bit of trouble in the front line there. Does manage to blink away. A huge stun onto 3. Artanis is going to go down here. Mark Zombie going down in the back. That's 2 kills for ProBUs. Badgerlord could be in some trouble here, though. The counter kill onto Blaze. Chaos Tank is on the chase. Turd Herder and Orphea gonna go down here. Lucio, the only survivor. 4 kills to 1 for ProBUs, and they're gonna finish off this Immortal phase. This Immortal will be going down the top lane. Both lanes very well pushed out here for ProBUs. Keep is looking like a definite possibility here. Lucio working on level 16 in the bottom lane. Getting that for this defense is going to be very important. Wouldn't surprise me to see the Doctor stick around in this bottom lane. Badgerlord is back on the map. Gonna try to catch up to this push. Looks like Lucio is coming up to join the team, and the Doctor is as well. They're gonna try to rely on this top lane experience to get level 16 for this push. I'm not sure it's gonna be enough here. 8-bit taking some extra poke from the Orphea. About half shields on this Immortal as it's already on top of the keep. Shielding about to go down. Level 16 still not here for the Nexus Cats. Though they're being very careful to not get hit by those big bombs coming out from Hirobi. There it is. The Earthquake is out. Badgerlord with the counter stun. Sound barrier is down. Thrall taking a lot of damage in the backline. Ults are going out like crazy. There's the APOC. There's the Crushing Jaws. The Stay a While and Listen in response. Carrion Swarm in the backline. Chaos Tank still very healthy. Li Ming's actually going to go down here. Lucio as well. It's a 1-for-1. The Doctor is right on in there. Slept by Mal'Ganis. Stunned by Blaze. Doctor is going to be in some trouble. This route is going to be coming on through. Artanis is down. Arthano in the back trying to get this Immortal killed. Turd Herder trying to get on out of there. Mark Zombie taking a lot of damage, but so much regen on Diablo. Not going to be quite enough. It's 70% on this core. Diablo is coming up now. Had enough souls. 50% on the core. Is there going to be enough damage? Li Ming is down. Chaos Tank is on top of the core. Looks like it will be enough. ProBUs has the game number 1 and will go up 1-0 in this series. GG. Waiting for game results. There we go. 10 kills to 15. We did see Nexus Cats get some very good team fights in the early game, not getting a lot of race onto the Immortal, but doing a great job of getting the kills to nullify the first couple of objective pushes. But ultimately, some good team fights coming out from ProBUs, getting some strong Immortals near the end, some great pushes. Very coordinated team fights back and forth, but the macro pressure just too strong, the race just too strong for ProBUs, and they pick up game number 1. Arthano, top hero damage for the Nexus Cats, 7 killing blows with that nearly 43,000 hero damage. Very nicely played there. And we see Vala, played by 8-Bit, just edging out Hirobi with that nearly 51,000 hero damage and 6 killing blows. Look at that. The Assassins putting on a show today. All right, game number 1 is in the books. Is this a replay cast? No, man, this is the Zul'jin Distillery Invitational League. This is what's going on when the NGS is in the off-season. We're doing our thing. It's fantastic. Hope you're all having a good time in chat. We're going to be heading to a break as we set up game number 2. ProBUs up 1-0, looking to close out this series, or can the Nexus Cats come storming back? We'll be back soon to let you know. All right, these teams are rearing and ready to go. We're setting up for game number 2 here. Nexus Cats versus ProBUs. We had some very aggressive comps there in game number 1, leading to an early victory there on Battlefield of Eternity. It looks like our next map is going to be Volskaya Foundry. These teams are ready to go. So let's take you over to the map screen real quick to remind you of where we're at. Towers of Doom, Hanamura Temple, Dragonshire, and Sky Temple are banned out for this series. No temples allowed. Battlefield of Eternity was chosen by Nexus Cats, but the win was picked up by ProBUs. And now ProBUs is taking us to Volskaya Foundry. Let's jump into the draft and see what we see. All right. Nexus Cats, first to act here. We saw the Mei and the Cassia bans, but they were second pick last time, choosing to ban the Cassia anyway. Not interested in picking up the Amazon. Still super, super strong. I think we're going to see Cassia banned for a while, unless we see some major patch action on the Amazon. ProBUs next to act here. Volskaya Foundry, we saw some very effective Deckard play. We saw some very effective Li Ming. Those things still very effective here on Volskaya Foundry. Once again, Alarak banned away. Must be someone over on the Cats they don't want to see that Alarak out of. We saw the Mei ban, and we'll see it again. These teams know exactly what they don't want to play against. Gotta respect it. They know what they like, they know what counters them, and they're gonna get it off the board. Who did we see banned? Who did they ban second? Gosh, I don't remember now. Hanzo. No? Was it Hanzo? I think it was. Will we see the Hanzo ban again? Or do they have something else in mind? Orphea. They don't want to see that Orphea this time. Makes sense. Very strongly played last time. The Giblets. Not gonna let him. Not gonna let Desda have that Deckard this time. Picking it up first pick. I was thinking maybe that ProBUs would ban away the Deckard, but I think the Orphea ban probably makes more sense. So if I'm ProBUs right now, Deckard's picked up. I think I gotta pick away Diablo. Do we see Chaos Tank grab Diablo here? Or do they take something in response to the Diablo? Maybe something like a Greymane? It's gonna be Li Ming and Mal'Ganis picked up again. Same heroes as last game. Saying they're not afraid of the Stay a While APOC combo. Will we see it? Is Mark Zombie going to grab that Diablo once again, or do they have something else in mind? We do still have Johanna, we still do have ETC, we still have Garrosh. Garrosh went completely unpicked, unbanned last game. Mark Zombie going to steal away the Blaze, and Arthano on the Vala. So they're just going ahead and stealing this comp. It's like a YouTube video. Steal this comp. Interesting to see Mark Zombie on the Blaze. They could be going for a main tank Blaze here. Or we could see a swap. They kind of swapped on me last time and I didn't catch it. Arthano grabbed Vala. ProBUs with the next ban here. Gonna ban away Tassadar. Tassadar also went completely unpicked last game, which is not very normal. Tassadar's still very, very strong here in the meta. Possibly not the strongest racer of all time, and possibly not something you want to take into Diablo. But, yeah. Don't want to deal with it here on Volskaya. They're very respectable. Nexus Cats. They've already picked away most of the heroes that were taken last time. Actually, if you put together all the picks so far, that's exactly what ProBUs had last game. Ana's going to be banned away. They don't want to see a juiced up Li Ming running at him. Makes sense. With no Deckard to pair with this Li Ming and no Ana, will we see something like a Malfurion coming out from Desda? Badgerlord is going to grab that favored Chen 8-bit on the Phoenix this time. Badgerlord, well known for their Chen play here on Volskaya Foundry. Doing a lot of work on the point, getting people knocked around, doing that off-lane soak. Last two picks here. It's going to be a Butcher and a Garrosh. Well, I did not see that coming. In all of my research and all of my knowledge into these teams, that wasn't what I was thinking. So much for Garrosh going unpicked. We got Garrosh and Butcher to round out the comp there for the Nexus Cats. Desda has got to think, you know, against this comp, yeah, I'm thinking Anduin. I think you got to rescue people. Nice pickup there from Desda in response to the Kidnap comp coming out from the Nexus Cats. Now I gotta watch. Yes, they are switching. Garrosh. Turd Herder. Spaying Blaze. Yes! You didn't catch me this time. Alright, game number 2. It's Nexus Cats versus ProBUs. ProBUs trying to close out this series. Are we going to game number 3? Let's find out. Here we go. Alright, loading in here to Volskaya Foundry. I didn't see those last two picks coming. Mark Zombie baiting me with taking that Blaze, thinking, oh, it's going to be a main tank Blaze, but no. It's going to be a main tank Garrosh with a Butcher kicker. Whew. It's going to be a tough comp to play against him. Desda picking up that Anduin's a big deal. Being able to just throw that unstoppable pull onto anyone stolen away by Garrosh is a big deal. So we'll see how these comps match up. Chen is going to have some unparalleled disruption going into this game, and this game is starting. Here we go. Once again, on the left in the blue is the Nexus Cats, with McGiblets playing the Deckard. Mark Zombie is on the Garrosh. The Doctor playing the Butcher. Arthano on that Vala, and Turd Herder is playing the Blaze. On the right in the red is ProBUs with Hirobi on the Li Ming. 8-bit is going to be playing Phoenix. Desda on the Anduin. Chaos Tank picking up the Mal'Ganis, and Badgerlord on the Chen. Here we go, game number 2. Volskaya Foundry. 10 squats have been redeemed in the chat. We're going to have to get those in after this game. Don't worry, I won't forget about you. Here we go. Butcher looking for that meat, of course, there on level 1. Warbreaker from Garrosh, still very, very standard. And no other stacking quests for our teams. It's going to be Blaze versus Chen there in the bottom lane, as is tradition. And the wave clear battle is on. Chaos Tank looking for the stun. The Doctor taking a lot of early damage here. 8-bit on the chase. A nice sleep there. The warding route from McGiblets, and the rotation is on. Heading up to the top lane. But Mark Zombie, he's not waiting for these rotations. He wants 8-bit. 8-bit avoiding that. Gosh, what is that called? We gotta look real quick. It's the Groundbreaker. It's the Warbreaker and the Groundbreaker and the everything. I always forget. I always call the Q Warbreaker. That's the name of the quest. Looks like Nexus Cats is going to be ahead on these rotations. Rotating very aggressively, making sure that ProBUs can't just move up and down as they please. Phoenix and Anduin going to be working on this turret camp straight away. Turd Herder is actually taking a lot of extra damage versus this Chen, played by Badgerlord. Very nicely done there. Nexus Cats keeping up the wave clear, not worried about their turret camp so far. Could open up the door for an invade from ProBUs. Oh, the redeems are coming in fast and furious in the chat. It's going to be a busy post-game session. We do see Arthano and McGillis finally moving on to this turret camp. Turd Herder having to use that jet propulsion to get away. Badgerlord doing a great job with the extra pressure. Turd Herder going to have to go bathe in flames a little bit to heal on up. Of course, Decker get a visit with some potions. That should help out that matchup quite a bit. No early kills here for the Butcher. That's really what you need. We need to rotate for these picks, and ProBUs is not showing any openings so far. Mark Zombie looking for anyone to throw. Pretty much anyone but Mal'Ganis would do. Though with anyone they throw, Desda will be there with the Leap of Faith for the save. So it's going to be tough for Butcher to get those stacks before this first objective. We do see 8-Bit and Desda going to grab the siege camp in the top lane. Arthano and McGiblets working on the same. For this macro play, you kind of want your camp picked up second if you can afford it. If you can make sure you're picking up these waves, grabbing as much XP as possible. It's like ProBUs is going to cap their camp first. They want to get onto this objective pronto. And there is Nexus Cats with the cap of their own. Mark Zombie looking for anyone to throw. They want to get that Butcher fed as quickly as possible. Phoenix moving to the top lane to try to clear out that camp. This could be the opportunity that Nexus Cats needs to move on to this point. Li Ming is up there too. Mark Zombie gets the throw onto the Mal'Ganis. There's the save from Desda. Wanting to make sure they didn't pick up a quick kill. That Leap of Faith will be online. Oh, we've got a pause here coming out from Badgerlord. Possible disconnect situation. We'll see what's up. Lost audio. That's not good. To the game. We've got the R's. R's are coming out. We're ready to go. 3, 2, 1, fight! Nexus Cats currently controlling the point, getting a bit of progress there. Dipping in and out to make sure they maintain the progress. Top lane is cleared away, though, by ProBUs. Mark Zombie's going to rotate around here. This could be trouble for 8-Bit and Hirobi. There's the charge from the Butcher. Phoenix could be in a lot of trouble here. The stun, the follow-up stun, the root is there, and finally, a pick for the Butcher. Exactly what the Nexus Cats needed. They're going to go ahead and clear away this camp with their advantage. Badgerlord and Turd Herder. Oh, that jet propulsion coming out. That means Turd Herder doesn't have quite the escape here. Chaos Tank moving through the slow, does manage to find the sleep, and Blaze is going to go down. Nexus Cats taking advantage of the space to go ahead and grab this heal camp. Though it's another 10 seconds before Blaze can rejoin the battlefield. ProBUs going to go ahead and grab an extra turret here as they contest this point. Nexus Cats just looking to possibly dip in and out, do their best to step on this point for long enough to halt the progression. But Blaze is just now re-entering the field. Chaos Tank with that extra armor. Oh, there's a big double stun by Turd Herder. Mark Zombie's in the backline, gets the throw onto Anduin. The Doctor with the follow-up. The heal is out for the Nexus Cats. A great root from Deckard. Anduin's going to go down. Mal'Ganis is going to go down. And Nexus Cats committing all their items. Oh, the Doctor with 50 health remaining manages to get away. And it looks like Nexus Cats are rearing and ready to pick up this first protector of the game. Garrosh is going to clamber on in there. And there's the Butcher as well. They're going to be getting a little bit of damage on this mid before heading to the top lane. Currently Turd Herder and Badgerlord just making sure the XP is picked up for both squads. The objective here with Protector number 1, get the turrets, get the well. And that's what they're looking to do. Try not to take any extra damage. There's one turret. They're using that laser to try to take out the well, as well as the Qs from that Protector. Well's going to go down here. First 2 of 3 objectives complete, and looks like we're going to get 3 out of 3. Nexus Cats also picking up heroics here. We have the Rain of Vengeance coming out. We do have the Lamb to the Slaughter, the Big Taunt from Garrosh, Bunker from Blaze, and the Stay Wild and Listen from Deckard. Indomitable from Mark Zombie. They want Hirobi. Doctor is going way in there, using the Into the Fray to get on out. Mark Zombie gets the heal off the W, the taunt, followed by the silence. This could be trouble. Oh, Chaos Tank gets bailed out, but not for long. Arthano picking up that kill. Very nicely done. Chen doing their best to double soak, get level 10 for ProBUs. This could be trouble, though. Ooh, dodging the stuns is Badger Lord. Very nicely done there. Level 10s have arrived. We have the Wave of Force from Li Ming. We've got the Purification Salvo coming out from 8-Bit. Carrion Swarm once again for Mal'Ganis. The Storm, Earth, and Fire from Chen. And Anduin still thinking about it. Still thinking about it. And there's the Light Bomb, as expected. Stunning out the Butcher and Garrosh in the mix. Very good idea. Going ahead and grabbing this turret is Nexus Cats. Will they think about moving across the map here? Looks like Mark Zombie's possibly thinking about it. They're looking for rotations. Chaos Tank has them scouted, though. Nope, they're just going to go ahead and clear this lane, do the safe play. Siege Camp was picked up by ProBUs. The Doctor sees the rotation. Mark Zombie's thinking about it, thinking about a throw. Garrosh is always ready to throw. The opponent, he's ready to throw the opponent. Alright, Siege Camp being worked on by the Nexus Cats. Mark Zombie's keeping an eye on this heal camp. They want to make sure it's not swiped under their noses while they're working on the siege. Ooh, Hirobi could be in some trouble here. There is the... Oh, was that charge onto a minion? Hirobi's gonna stay mounted here. Nexus Cats. Oh, sneaking on by. Mark Zombie gonna have to walk away with no prize. Sad. Turd Herder working on the double soak for the Nexus Cats. Level 13 is pretty close here. Just past level 12 is ProBUs. The rotations, they're mostly avoiding each other for now. Nexus Cats now have that Talontier advantage. They may be looking for something. Mark Zombie's going aggressive. Chaos Tank sniffs it out, though. These teams tiptoeing. They're dancing. ProBUs still in the top lane, just trying to get that clear. Working on level 13. Chaos Tank going in. Oh, just feigning it. Just wants to get that clear. Butcher's quest is complete. The 200 meat is here. Actually, only 5 stuns on Warbreaker for Garrosh. Not what you normally see. Mark Zombie's thinking about it. ProBUs really hasn't represented any opportunities, though, for Mark Zombie to land those stuns. So it's not too surprising that he's only got 5. Top point is now being channeled by McGiblets. Chaos Tank moving into the bush. Mark Zombie abdicating. Both these teams very, very cautious on these engages. We are in even talent tiers now. There's the throw. There's the stun. Follow-up stun. Follow-up stun. Follow-up. 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 Okay, this is down. The Doctor being thrown right in there. Butcher on the chase. 8-Bit still has that. Oh, the stun. Big sleep there by McGiblets. Catches 3. All 3 of them being Badger Lord, though. Chen is in the backline causing havoc. Mal'Ganis and Anduin did go down in the top lane. Chen having to rush on out of there. Looks like Chen is not long for this world. Ooh, the stagger is out. Will we have a Chen killed by Chen? No, the Butcher lands the kill. That's 4 kills for the Nexus Cats. Blaze is going to go ahead and channel on that top point while the heal camp is picked up during the window of opportunity. Possibly looking for more. Mark Zombie is moving on to the siege camp. Seeing no one's there. Are they going to go ahead and pick that up? It looks like they are. They're going to go for the steal. The turret was picked up, so the Nexus Cats know they've got some room. Hirobi seeing it being taken. Chaos Tank is not there in time to contest. And a stolen camp and a protector is now going to be moving towards the bottom lane to try to soften up the next point C. Now getting the 2 in there that they need. The Doctor and Garrosh. Here they come. They're actually moving onto this mid fort, surprisingly enough. Chaos Tank is in the mix here. Using that sleep to get on out of there. They're going to grab this mid fort. Will they continue the push here, or are they going to move down to the bottom lane? Looks like they are going to peel off. Once again, the ultimate objective, get the wall, get the healing well. They did manage to pick up that mid fort basically for free, though. A lot of extra damage coming out from Li Ming onto this protector. This could be trouble. Not getting that well is a big deal. A lot of the protector's abilities are being focused on the well, though, so the well almost certainly going to be going down here. There's the laser spike, and the well is gone. The wall is gone. We'll see how much further the Nexus Cats want to push here. They do have the level 16 to 14 advantage here. It's level 17 just around the corner for the Nexus Cats. ProBUs working on level 15. And they may get more. 8-bit, managing to warp on out of there. Very nicely timed by our Phoenix player.
My team will begin repairs.
Here it is, 17 to 15. Chen soaking in the middle lane. We'll see if Badgerlord can get on out of there. The Doctor is on the chase, trying to mount up. Ooh, the Doctor will not commit. And Chen will escape. Working on... Ooh, no turret camp there. This is a weird Volskaya thing. You look on the minimap, it looks like there's no turret camp available on the side of ProBUs. I sure wish they would fix that. I don't know if it's just an observer thing, but I go over here, there's nothing. There's nothing on the map, there's nothing I can hover. I come up here, I see a thing, it says there's a siege camp, it's coming up in a minute. But over here, I got nothing. I want to see it on the map. Is that so much to ask? Blizzard! That's okay, they got better stuff to do. Level 16 has arrived for ProBUs. They want to make sure they protect this camp. They don't want to get invaded yet again. The Doctor keeping the mid lane soaked up. Heal camp. Picking. They done picking it up. Mark Zombie taking that heal camp. Very nicely done. Both teams once again back to their dancing status. They're just moving around the map. Nexus Cats maintaining the map control. Level 16 talents are online for ProBUs. The heal camp now being done tooken. I thought they'd already done took it, but they did not. That's 2 heal camps available on the side of the Nexus Cats. A big root there onto Badgerlord, followed up by the stun. This could be the engage that Nexus Cats wants here. Get some big poke from Hirobi. There's the Indomitable, he wants the toss, there's the stun, there's the follow-up, the silence is there, and Phoenix is down. A huge sleep coming out from the Giblets, though. Desda in a lot of trouble. Anduin's gonna be down. Chaos Tank can't quite get the Carrion Swarm to pop. And that's another 3 kills for the Nexus Cats. Very nicely done. And there is the steal coming on in. Nexus Cats are going to grab this siege camp, and looks like they may have the opportunity. They've got a double siege camp here. They may be looking at top keep. With only Chen and Li Ming on the field, this keep is basically free. There are the turrets to tank this, and this keep is going to be going down. Mark Zombie could be looking for more here. Getting the stun onto Badgerlord. Still 11 out of 15 on that quest. Poor Garrosh is not having a good time finding the throws into this comp, though their team is up 20 to 17, so they must be doing something right. ProBUs is back on the field. Means they're not going to be able to push for free forever, though they do get this mid-keep wall. Control point is unlocking now.
Access terminal online.
And with this protector, Nexus Cats will almost certainly be pushing for the win, so this is the chance, this is the opportunity for ProBUs to turn this thing around. They're down 3 levels, they're down level 20, but they don't really have much in the way of options. It looks like they're going to go ahead and try to snipe this turret camp, or look for an opportunity. Mark Zombie scouting it out. Chaos Tank sees Mark Zombie. And they have been spotted. Nexus Cats coming in from the backside. The throw does not quite connect. There's the Slaughterhouse onto 2. Phoenix is down, Light Bomb going out but not connecting. That's Chen down as well before the Storm, Earth, and Fire can pop. Chaos Tank trying to sleep on out of there, going the back way. Li Ming is down, Mal'Ganis is down. That's a full team wipe for the Nexus Cats, and they're going to march down the top lane for the win. There they go. They've even got a wave with them. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? There they go. They're onto the core. The wave is gone.
Red team's core
Here
is
it comes.
under attack.
We'll see if anyone gets pushed away by the core. Who's gonna be pushed away? Ooh, oh, it's the doctor! I saw you. I saw you get pushed away. It happened. Thank God, oh, it happened again! Alright, game number 2 is going over to the Nexus Cats, tying up the series 1-1. GG. All right, here is the score screen. 16 kills to 1 for the Nexus Cats. A very clean game with that super heavy front line of Garrosh, Blaze, and the Butcher. Even with the... there weren't that many picks that you'd expect from a Garrosh comp, but ultimately very strong team fights. Got through all of the Mal'Ganis sleeps, got through all of the Chen disruption, the Li Ming orbs. Just could not overcome all that Deckard healing and all that stun disruption coming out from the Nexus Cats. Very nicely done. 33,000 hero damage coming out from Arthano, topping the charts for Nexus Cats. Li Ming, played by Hirobi, 34,000 hero damage for ProBUs. Nice work all around. And we'll be going to a game number 3 in this series. All right. We've got 3 redeems in the chat. We've got 10 squats. We've got stretch your hips. We've got touch your toes. All right. The time is now. Let's get into it. Oh. All right. Danger Will Robin, thank you very much for the follow. A quick TLDR about this league. 1. The Zul'jin Distillery Invitational League is a league that runs sort of in the off-season of the NGS. That's 3. 4. Organized by Zul'jin Distillery, the team, and mainly DeWitt. 5. 6. You can contact DeWitt for more information, or really anyone in the league, and they'll let you into the Discord. 7. 8. 9. 10. Alright. 10 squats. We add stretch your hips. Oh, that's going to feel good. But yeah, they run with very similar to NGS rules. There's 2 extra maps as opposed to the 10 in the NGS rotation. Haunted Mines and Hanamura are in the rotation. So we may see, we're not going to see Hanamura tonight. Haunted Mines is a possibility. It was not banned away. 1 hip. Ugh. Yeah, we are currently in round 2 of 3 of the regular season for the Zul'jin Distillery Invitational League. Whew. Looks like the next game is ready. We're going to have to do a quick toe touch. Try to hold for 10 seconds here at least. Stretches feel good. Feel free to follow along. If you sit in a chair all day like I do, stretching your hips, stretching your hamstrings, very important. And finally, Speedmon. Cheers to you. Alright, I saw a lobby link. We're going to Infernal Shrines. Woo! Infernal Shrines. Who picked it? Nexus Cats picked it. Awesome. Alright. That was a good break. Did I update the maps here? Yeah. Yeah, we did. You know what I need? I need a brow mop. Just a second. Just a second. I got one over here. There we go. Whew. I'm a big out of shape man and I sweat easy. Alright, let's get into the maps again. Draft 3 is about to start, so let's remind you of the map situation. Towers of Doom, Hanamura Temple, Dragonshire, and Sky Temple were banned away. Battlefield of Eternity was won by ProBUs for game number 1. Game number 2, Volskaya Foundry picked up the win, was the Nexus Cats. And now Nexus Cats are taking us to Infernal Shrines for game number 3. Let's head over to the draft. Alrighty. ProBUs first to act here. Are we going to see the Alarak banned for a third time here on Infernal Shrines? I'm thinking yes. I'm thinking yes. Maybe. No, that's good. They're going to start off with the Orphea. Orphea banned away by ProBUs. Expecting the Cassia and May bans to follow for the Nexus Cats here. There's the May. All according to plan. Tassadar, banned away by ProBUs. So if Cassie is banned away here, which I fully expect she will be, that's pretty much the top tier assassins off the table. The rest of them are a little bit more... I hesitate to say skill-based, but I think of like a Tassadar versus a Li Ming. Li Ming's a little bit harder to... let me put it this way. It's a lot easier to miss with Li Ming. When you get those hits, they're traumatic, they're huge. But Tassadar is a little bit more consistent. Cassia is left open, Deckard being banned away, now Diablo picked up by Chaos Tank. Cassia's open. But Nexus Cats abandoned it even in the first pick position, so I'm not sure they're ready to take it. We'll see if ProBUs Gambit works. With Deckard being banned away and Diablo picked up, are they ready to pick the Cassia, or do they have other thoughts here? It's Blaze and Garrosh, Turd Herder, and Mark Zombie laying on the pain once again. Cassia's still open. This feels like one of those situations where you've got your top tier bans, so you don't really practice them. Why would you practice something that's banned all the time, right? This is the old Kael'thas problem. Kael'thas is banned away so much, why would you practice Kael'thas? And suddenly he's open, it's like, oh, Kael'thas is someone's open, someone play it! And no one remembers how, and Kael'thas loses.
Victory for the Forsaken.
I'm thinking that could be the situation here. Badger Lord is going to grab the Mephisto. And Sylvanas actually being picked up by Hirobi. Sylvanas very strong here on Infernal Shrines in particular. Mephisto can get a lot of poke damage onto these shrines for free. Sylvanas being able to turn off the towers, really helping out those Diablo dives. Malfurion going to be banned away by the Nexus Cats. A very good pairing with Diablo. Not surprised to see that banned away. With Blaze and Garrosh picked up here, they did, manage to pair it with a Butcher. Deckard's already off the table. Do they ban the Vala? Are you actually going to ban the Butcher? I feel like you don't. Based on these past few games, I might ban Vala. It's actually going to be a Kael'thas ban. Are you ready to play Kael'thas? Is anyone ready to play Kael'thas? At this level, Kael'thas isn't as, universally banned as it is in, my gold level Storm League games, But There's a lot more people ready to play Kael'thas, let me put it that way. Nexus Cats are going to grab Ana, and there's the Vala again. Vala picked up, interestingly enough, by the Doctor. Kind of expecting Arthano to go ahead and snipe that on the switch. But we'll see. Vala picked up once again here by the Nexus Cats. Could mean they've got a trick up their sleeve if Arthano's not playing that hero. Last two picks coming in here for ProBUs is going to be Stukov by Desda, and 8-Bit is going to go ahead and grab the Deathwing. The Deathwing. Interesting choice. There's not a lot of good damage onto Deathwing. Vala can get some good poke on there, but Blazing Garrosh not so much. Are we going to see a Greymane follow-up, or they got something else in mind? We got Hanzo. Hanzo can do a lot of work into Deathwing. I feel like they need something with a little more oomph, though. Arthano is going to pick up a Zeratul, so that was the sauce. Vala moved off Arthano onto the Doctor so that Arthano could play that Zeratul. So it looks like their plan is to pretty much ignore the Deathwing and just go ahead and kill Mephisto and Sylvanas, which is definitely a valid play. See how it works out for him. We've got game number 3. It's Nexus Cats versus ProBUs. This one's for all the marbles. Let's get into it. Alrighty. Infernal Shrines for the rubber match. We've got some very cool comps here. We've got the Zeratul versus Deathwing in the don't see him too much matchup. Mephisto, first time we've seen him in this series, possibly first time I've seen him in this league. It's been a while since I've seen the old Lord of Hatred hit the battlefield. A lot of comforts on both sides here. This is going to be a good match. We're going to see who comes out ahead. That Zeratul wildcard versus the Deathwing wildcard. We'll see who can take better advantage of it. We're just about to finish loading in here. Tuna B has summoned Goose. Oh, we'll have to do that after this game. It's been forever since someone summoned Goose. Let's get into game number 3 here. Here we go. On the left in the blue, once again, is the Nexus Cats. With Arthano playing that Zeratul. Turd Herder, once again on the Blaze. The Doctor playing Vala. Mark Zombie on the Garrosh. And McGiblets on the Ana. On the right in the red is going to be ProBUs with Hirobi not back on the Li Ming. That skin confused me. It's Sylvanas. Desda's playing Stukov. Badgerlord playing Mephisto. 8-Bit on the Diablo. Chaos Tank playing the Deathwing. Vala with the Caltrops quest on 1. Once again, Garrosh looking for the stuns with the Warbreaker quest. And no other questing talents to be beheld. Blaze straight to the top lane, not wanting to miss any soak at all here. So the Nexus Cat's probably not going to commit super hard to this clear. Badgelord getting a good chunk there onto the Doctor. And we will have a rotation between mid and bot lane from our two squads. There's the stun onto the Doctor. 8-Bit getting a nice flip and stun combo. Though will pay with his life. Badgerlord and Desda not able to save the Lord of Terror. We've got 2 lords in this game. We've got 2 prime evils. And Mephisto and Diablo. I'm just noticing the lore connection. Oh, gotta love lore-based teams. Gotta love it. Turd Herder going to be versing Chaos Tank there in the top lane. Mark Zombie looking for a possible throw onto Badgerlord. And Nexus Cats are jumping straight away onto their Khazra camp. Mark Zombie sees they've got 2 on this camp, wants to possibly look for an invade here. The Giblets and the Doctor looking for this clear. Mark Zombie making it clear that he is here. Camp's picked up and we could have an invade. There's the throw, there's the stun. The Doctor and McGiblets coming in for the steal. Can they get onto the point? Oh no! They will not get onto the point. The silence is out and McGiblet's in a lot of trouble here trying to get away from 8-Bit, but Diablo once again going down here. Mark Zombie being chased out by Hirobi. Oh! Hit the 1 health, tried to get back, but the extra auto from Sylvanas is enough to take down the War Chief. Not my War Chief. That's for you to decide. Hirobi on Sylvanas, working to pick up this neutral camp with Garrosh off the map. Arthano sees it though. Will Ana get here in time? This camp clear is a little bit slow going. Garrosh could actually get here in time. McGiblets is here. Zeratul's on the point. There's the sleep and the follow-up. Hirobi taking a lot of extra damage here. Arthano going to try to remain on this point, and here's Garrosh. There's the throwaway of 8-Bit, and now ProBUs is going to have to retreat. Camp picked up by 8-Bit. Not by 8-Bit, by Nexus Cats. Badger Lord getting a little bit of extra buzz damage. And the first shrine is activating. We've got a Mortar Punisher in the bottom lane. Checking in the top. Turd Herder's kind of out of mana and out of health there. Chaos Tank's still fairly healthy. Turd Herder's going to have to back here while the Doctor grabs this XP. Should be a little bit of an easier matchup. Vala going to be able to avoid a lot of Deathwing's damage and get a lot of extra poke up there versus Chaos Tank. Mark Zombie has started this shrine. It's a lot of things in there that he doesn't want to throw. Arthano using that cleave to get a lot of extra minion clear. Very nicely done by our Zeratul player. Blaze is coming on down to try to contest this point. 8-Bit is thrown away. Just trying to maintain position here. But getting flipped back into the team. The Indomitable is out. Not wanting to get slammed into the wall. Turd looking for a stun, but not quite finding it. 8-Bit with the counter stun. Deathwing dropping on in. Neither team is level 7 just yet. 15. Oh, very even on minions here. Chaos Tank half health trying to chase away the members of Nexus Cats. Arthano countering with the dive onto Desda. Nice stun by Turd Herder. Chaos Tank is starting to dip a little bit low here. Zeratul getting away through the bottom vents. Very even on the minions here. This is going to be a fight to the finish. 8-Bit thrown in. Follow-up stun by Turd Herder. But very healthy still is 8-Bit. Deathwing is actually going to be the first to go down. The Doctor is squeaking away. Garrosh not so lucky though. 8-Bit in some trouble here. Arthano looking for the cleave, and there it is. Diablo is down. 2 kills to 1 for Nexus Cats, but 38 minions. This could be a pickup for ProBUs, and they will be picking up this first Mortar Punisher. Deathwing is back on the field. Nexus Cats are battered and beaten. And it looks like this will be pushing down the bottom lane. Evil Bread, you followed like last week? I was doing the NGS Storm Division. I'm doing the XGDI today. Looks like this Mortar Punisher will be cleared up with relative ease. The wall's gone. Bottom fort's a little bit beat up. ProBUs is going to work on their Khazra camp. Nexus Cat's doing the same. Will we see a possible invade here from 8-Bit? They're thinking about it. They're scouting the mid bush. Nexus Cat's ready to catch the invade if possible. Vala once again going to try to help out Turd Herder versus Chaos Tank. Blaze is definitely going to have some trouble in this matchup. Bottom camp now being picked up by ProBUs. The Giblets coming in, does see 8-Bit in the bush. Mark Zombie coming in. We could have a fight over this bottom camp. Thinking better of it, Mark Zombie's going to retreat, and the camp is going to go over to ProBUs. Taking a look at the XP here, the big minion advantage for Nexus Cats is keeping them ahead as level 9 is approaching. Mark Zombie in a little bit of trouble here, being chased down by ProBUs, but will manage to get away. Extra hero kills as well, so level 10 will definitely be hit first by Nexus Cats unless something big changes. Doctor getting some damage in onto Chaos Tank wherever possible. And the rotations continue as level 9 is here for ProBUs. Both teams going to be moving onto their Shaman camps to get ready for the Frozen Punisher in the top lane. Not much else to do on the map right now. Sorry about that, just had to get some water in. Shaman picked up by ProBUs. Nexus Cat's looking to do the same. Caltrop's quest was completed, though, by the Doctor. That's going to give extra vaults. Fantastic. Vala going to be a lot more mobile now. So both teams going to have to work on clearing this top lane. Level 10s are here for both teams. We've got the Void Prison coming out from Arthano, focusing on that team fight. We actually have a strafe coming out from the Doctor. There's the taunt from Garrosh. We have the nano boost from Ana. And Blaze, still thinking about it. Still thinking about it. Here's the big top lane push from Nexus Cats. They may be looking for this this top fort in response to the bottom fort that was taken by ProBUs. It is the combustion coming out from Turd Herder, putting a lot of extra dot damage onto Deathwing. Apocalypse is out, does not catch anybody, but 8-Bit on the chase finds the Doctor. The strafe is out. Deathwing flying on in with the Cataclysm, but will pay with his life. Vala going down as well, though. There's the Void Prison actually catching most of both teams. The taunt onto Deathwing to keep him out of that Void Prison. And it looks like Nexus Cat's trying to retreat here. Badgerlord on the chase with the Q. Ooh, a nice end of the fray by Mark Zombie. Keeping everyone alive. It's a 1-for-1 trade, but ProBUs on a better position on this top shrine is going to go ahead and get those minion kills started. Deathwing back on the field. Vala back on the field as well. Arthano and Mark Zombie looking for a possible camp steal here. They want to get level 13 before the next engagement. Nexus Cat still with a little bit of a lead in terms of experience. Getting some free Warbreaker stacks is Mark Zombie in the middle lane. Do you have to actually stun? Yeah, I don't think that actually gets you a stack. I didn't notice if his stacks went up from 11 to 12 there. Or 12 to 13, I should say. Frozen Punisher picked up by ProBUs. That's a good question. I'm not sure if you land the Q onto a target that should be stunned if you get the stack. I feel like you don't, because your target didn't get stunned. The double turn off, Sylvanas Black Arrows and the Frozen Punisher are going to turn this off. The Doctor weaving their way out of the Apocalypse, getting away with under 60 health. Mark Zombie in a lot of trouble, does land the taunt. Ooh, but the Punisher picking up that last punch means that the front line of the Nexus Cats is going down, and a still fairly healthy Punisher is pushing onto this keep wall. Here comes the Frozen Shards. They will not catch the keep. Chaos Tank is going right in, though. They want to get this keep if possible. Chaos Tank down to half health on the Deathwing. Once again, fort not being turned off, but Sylvanas takes care of that. Big Void Prison from Arthano onto the back line, just trying to delay until Mark Zombie gets on the battlefield. Deathwing very, very low, under 300 health. The Doc doing a great job with the flank, but the keep is down. 8-Bit avoiding the stun, using that Shadow Charge. Fantastic timing there from Deathwing. From Diablo. You see this Deathwing? Crawling towards the mid lane? Deathwing. Good job, Crush. Next point of focus is going to be these Khazra camps. ProBUs is going to be moving towards the bottom lane. Mark Zombie trying to create space for the Khazra camp on the left. Arthano and Turd Herder just cleaning up this lane. Deathwing sees exactly where the Nexus Cats are, though. It looks like both teams are just going to grab their camps and be on their way. Unless 8-Bit is ready for the engage. Ooh, but the camp is sniped in time. Badgerlord actually avoiding the stun there, but has been going right back to the enemy team. Durance of Hate catches a lot. The members of Nexus Cats, Garrosh and Vala, are going to be going down here. Blaze to follow. That's 3 kills for ProBUs. Badgerlord avoiding that stun, baiting Nexus Cats forward. Chaos Tank with the death drop, and that is 3 kills and possibly a bottom keep wall push for ProBUs. They're thinking about it. Here comes Badgerlord back on the field. They're going to be looking for this bottom keep wall. The Giblets doing their best. Zeratul back on the field here. Bottom keep wall will be going down, but that's probably about it, as Nexus Cats are now fully back on the field. Arthano getting a lot of extra damage onto Desda, actually. Stukov slowed, is going to have to try to get away from Mark Zombie. Does manage to mount up and get on out of there. Chaos Tank clearing the mid lane. We now see ProBUs with that XP advantage getting way ahead on the hero kills, over 5,000 to 2,500. Starting to catch up on those minions, though Nexus Cat's doing a great job with that off-lane soak. It's going to help keep them in this game. The level 16 is just around the corner for our 2 squads. Taking a look at the damage here, Deathwing on top for ProBUs thus far. Vala doing some good work for Nexus Cats as well. Both teams going to be working on their Shaman camp in the downtime. Desda carry is real. The Stukov is doing some work for sure. Very nicely done. The Doctor could be in trouble here. 8-Bit looking for the engage. Ooh, the Vault is just in time to avoid the overpower. The Doctor will get away from the Lord of Terror. Mid-wall push, level 16 is here for ProBUs. That Palantir advantage is going to do them well in this fight. Mark Zombie does get the taunt, though, onto Hirobi. This could be a lot of extra damage onto Sylvanas. Turd Herder on the chase. Sylvanas is going to go down in the back line. Desda could be next. There it is. Stukov is down. That's 2 kills for the Nexus Cats. Badgerlord now being chased away. Vala getting counter-killed. Mephisto going down. That's 3 kills for 1. 8-Bit and Chaos Tank, the only members of ProBUs still on the field. Mark Zombie looking for a throw onto 8-Bit. Turd Herder is flipped. This wall is still there. The Nexus Cats is going to have to be careful here. There's the throw. There's the stun. There's the counter stun. Is 8-Bit going to get on out of here? It looks like, oh, maybe not. Look at all that extra regen onto Diablo. Surviving for so long, but eventually going down. The souls reset. Diablo is going to be back on the field. Arcane Shrine is active in the center lane. Vala still down, is going to have to deal with this big bottom wave pushing into the bottom keep. Shaman camps are clashing in the top lane. So Nexus Cats is only going to be able to commit 4 to this camp until Vala is able to catch up. This could be the opportunity that ProBUs needs to move on in. Deathwing ready to drop down. The members of ProBUs are here. But Vala is coming to join. Here comes the Doctor, and the fight is on. 8-Bit is down. Here comes Deathwing. A big silence there onto Garrosh. There's the Apocalypse catching Blaze, and Blaze is going to be the first to go down before the Void Prison can land. The Nano Boost. There's a big fear, though. The Bellowing War from Chaos Tank. Zeratul is going to go down here. Deathwing on the last plate. Mark Zombie trying to get on out of there. The Doctor using that vault to great effect, but McGiblets is flipped over, and Ana is down. Garrosh chased away as well. The Doctor will have to go back and defend that core as 4 catapults have been building up here. Luckily, the Doctor survived. If the Doctor didn't, that could be the end of the game just from that. Goodness me. ProBUs is going to go ahead and pick up the remainder of these minions to grab this Arcane Punisher. Now, luckily enough for the Nexus Cats, there's still a fort, still a wall, still a keep in this mid lane. So this won't be going straight to the core. The Vala has to worry about that top lane buildup of minions, has to worry about that bottom lane buildup of minions as this Punisher pushes in. Mid fort goes down like it's nothing. Chaos Tank is low health, or high health, but low plates here. A big stun onto Arthano, uses the blink to get away, try to bait this Punisher as far away from ProBUs as possible, but it's keying in on this keep. Sylvanas turns it off with the black arrows. Chaos Tank trying to get the Doctor away from the objective. Mid keep is down, there's the big stun onto Mark Zombie. Keep is down, and it looks like ProBUs may be pushing for the core. Level 20 will not be here for this engage. Indomitable used by Mark Zombie to move in. Chaos Tank getting pushed away. The Punisher is down. Will ProBUs continue the assault? Oh, the Doctor's looking very, very low. McGiblets lands the Biotic Grenade, though, and ProBUs will have to back off. Gonna have to go ahead and just hop onto these Khazra camps, paint the map red, and keep this map pushed out. Nexus Cats only have 1 remaining keep there in the bottom lane. They're going to have to do constant maintenance on the catapults in the top and the mid lanes. As well as clear away these camps that are going to be stacking up in the mid and bottom lanes. Still got a while before the next objective comes through, so Nexus Cats definitely have an opportunity to stabilize here, but they're going to want to find level 20 before the next engagement. Ooh, ProBUs is thinking about an invade. Is Nexus Cats going to be done fast enough? I'm not sure they are. Here comes 8-Bit. Ooh, the blink from Arthano is just in time to avoid the shadow charge of 8-Bit. The camp is taken, but the lives are preserved. Mark Zombie finds 8-Bit here. The sleep onto Diablo. Ooh, Turd Herder is picked up by 8-Bit. There's the combustion. The multiple stuns are out. This could be trouble for Blaze. Blaze is down. Mark Zombie is being feared. Vala gonna fall here. Arthano being chased away by Hirobi and Badgerlord. Ooh, McGiblets landing the clutch heals, and it looks like ProBUs with the 2 kills is going to be moving onto the core here. Chaos Tank uses the Cataclysm to get that dot damage out. Desda looking to use that flailing swipe to create space. The shielding on the core is gone. Chaos Tank is going to be going down to the core here, though. Deathwing is down. Void Prison is out, not onto the core, though, and there it goes. Just too many minions. ProBUs picks up the Game 3 and the series win. GG. Alrighty. 10 kills to 14. ProBUs coming out ahead on those kills and coming out victorious in this game. Very hard fought to the end. The Zeratul did a lot of work there. 6 killing blows by Arthano, but ultimately it was ProBUs with just too much power in those pushes, too much control on those shrines, and they do pick up the series win. Very nicely done from our 2 teams. Alright, we did have a Summon Goose call from the chat. Lucky for you, he's just back here. Goosey. Come here. Come here. There we go. Goose is on the stream. Hi, Goose. This is Goose. We got him 8 months ago? Yeah. He's a good boy. He jumps on top of everything. And he's a good stream cat. Let me see if we can go ahead and pick up an interview here from ProBUs. Yeah, he doesn't like being held for too long. Yeah, you don't like it? Oh, buddy. Alright. Say bye to Goose. We're still trying to get him used to being handled a lot, but there's only so much we can do. Alrighty, let me see if I can go at ProBUs. See if I can get someone in here. Hello, 8-Bit. Thank you very much for joining me.
Hello, Crushinator. It's good to be here.
Congratulations on your 2-1 victory there. That's got to feel good.
Thank you, thank you.
We saw some cool drafts there throughout this series, and we saw some interesting bands there in the first 2 games. Not interested in facing Alarak. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, yeah, I suppose back in my own personal casting days, I had the privilege of casting a Nexus Cats game, and it was one where the Doctor got to play Alarak and absolutely went to town. It was a really beautiful performance, pick after pick, particularly going into BOE, where that's one of his stronger maps, and you're going against someone who has that capability. That became a priority ban for us towards the earlier stages. It's something that kind of changes the entire dynamic of the game, and if you put it into the hands of someone who knows what they're doing, they can absolutely carry.
Absolutely. Very high skill hero there. Definitely understood the Battlefield of Eternity hesitation versus Alarak there for sure. Now, Battlefield of Eternity, we saw you guys drafted quite a bit of race there. We ended up going down early in those team fights, but did you feel like that was ultimately worth it to get those early, very high shield immortals?
Yeah, I do think it was worth ultimately. The team fights in game 1 were a close run affair throughout much of the game, but Battlefield of Eternity is one of those maps where unless you have an objective, it's difficult to close out. And sometimes it's even difficult to get siege damage at all, just to the nature of a 2-lane map and the limited rotations that happen on it. So even in that early stage when we traded out, I think we traded out 3 deaths for an objective. I think the second one we didn't even really get much work done.
Mm.
We were still ultimately happy with those trades because by the time the Immortal clears, we're on the map, and whatever siege value the Immortal gives you, even though if it's maybe smaller, not what you were looking for, it's still more value than what you would have gotten otherwise.
Yeah, I think we definitely saw. Usually, you don't pick up quite as much damage with those early Immortals, but with the full shield, you guys pretty much took out bottom fort, then top fort, and then from there, just the extra trickle experience really started helping out in those team fights toward the end. Very nicely done, for sure. Volskaya Foundry, how do you feel like the drafts? I mean, from what I recall, they pretty much stole your draft there in game number 2 with the Butcher Kicker.
Yeah,
But you guys had a very coordinated play style, especially versus the Garrosh there in game number 2, and avoiding those picks. Well, what do you feel like ultimately went wrong in that game?
you know, they certainly did look to snipe our draft, and we were even calling that out in comms in the lobby, like, oh hey, these picks look familiar. Um, but they came out with something really at the end of the day. While there was some similarities to it, the Butcher really changes the dynamic of that whole draft, and it makes it something that's looking to go much more forward. So I think we walked out of the draft lobby with a decent game plan. We kind of talked through how we want these fights to go, and it was just kind of a matter of losing sight on that game plan and not executing the way that we wanted to. It was certainly a tough draft for us to play into. There was a lot of burden of execution on our side. A butcher with that much CC can just sort of eat anything alive. So, at the end of it, and it was a very one-sided affair, and we were sort of like, all right, we just lost track of our win condition. We lost track of how we planned to take this match, and we just gotta do better next time.
Yeah, ultimately, I thought you guys played pretty well there in game number 2 in avoiding the primary win condition coming out from Nexus Cats, but eventually the stun death ball got the better of you. But looking at game number 3, we saw some interesting kickers from both sides. We saw the Zeratul last pick coming out from the Nexus Cats, the Deathwing comp coming together for you guys. Was the Zeratul something you were expecting in that draft?
It was not something I was not expecting. The Zeratul is something that the Nexus Cats strongly favored throughout the NGS season, and so it's definitely a possibility in the back of my mind. But coming out of the draft, I felt we had enough control between a Diablo and a Deathwing. It's really hard to kind of push through that. So
Absolutely, yeah.
we felt like we had the tools that we needed to keep anyone else from getting onto the back line with the Zeratul, and then it's just a matter of keeping him from 1v1ing, our squishies back there. And we felt pretty decent about it coming into at the start of the game.
Yeah, definitely having that very beefy front line was going to be very difficult for them to push on through, and you end up picking up the win, the 2-1 series victory. All right, moving forward in the season, I don't have the schedule up here, but is there any opponents in your future you're looking forward to facing, possibly looking forward to rematching as the season rolls on?
It will be a bittersweet matchup against XGD. It is always my favorite game of the season. Do not get to play those guys as much as I really truly would like to. But I think if I had one to underline, that's probably my favorite. Of course, in the wings behind that, we've got IMF, who is an evolving team, but has a core to them that have been fixtures in NGS for a long time, and all of those guys are individuals that I very much look forward to playing again, especially since they always kick my teeth in, just like always. I'm hoping
Well,
today,
once
I'm hoping
again,
today.
once again, congratulations on your victory today. Any shout-outs you'd like to make before we wrap things up here?
Huge shout outs to Hirobi, Desda, Chaos Tank, and Badger Lord. You guys all played phenomenally today. Huge shout outs to all of the members of ProBUs and the United Federation of ProBUs. That's how you would pluralize ProBUs, right? ProBUs.
Sounds right. Sounds right.
It's becoming a larger and larger organization as more and more friends come and join the fold. Big shout out to the Nexus cats. I will always remember them for giving me my very first bloody nose ever in competitive, way back in season 6 when we first began this whole adventure. You know, Not only exciting to play a team that you have such history with, but to play someone that performed so phenomenally this past season. Big shout out to DeWitt and the XGD crew for putting this all together for us. It's the highlight of every season. Shout out to you, Crushinator, for the cast and all the great times that we have on them. And shout out to my wonderful wife and beautiful son who was taking a nap.
Ah, very nice. All right, well, thank you very much for coming on with me, and good luck going forward.
Thank you.